I'm late. It happens. What are you gonna do? Sometimes morning things aren't consistent. And I love all you guys, but I'm not getting up that early to make sure that the show is always on time. A few minutes late, I think is okay in this case. All right, I got my tablet. All right. Good morning, everybody. Welcome. Today is Tuesday, August 13th, 2019. My name is Jeremy, and this is my first cup of coffee. Wow. Well, hope everybody had a great Monday. Hope Tuesday is looking even better for you. We'll see what happens today for me. So, what was yesterday? Yesterday was a bunch of stuff around the house, getting some work done. I grilled some veggie burgers for dinner. I even bought buns. Like I don't really normally do that. I usually cook pretty simple, but decided to do it up a little bit last night. It was great. What else? Not much else. Pretty simple day. Today, in theory, have a returning guest that I'm interviewing at 9. Fingers crossed on that one. And then this afternoon, late afternoon, have another guest that I'm interviewing. Again, fingers crossed. This should be. They're both big deals. One of them, I'm not going to name the name for the 9 o'clock one in case they don't show up. And why am I feeling cynical on this one? I don't know. I just get feelings sometimes. And then the one this afternoon, I've been chasing this person off and on for like 2 years. So we've got a date, we've got a time. I hope we're there. This would be a fun one because it's not somebody that people would expect. One of the things I like doing with martial arts radio is getting guests that martial arts is part of their life, but not their entire life. I like showing the world that martial arts can enhance anything. And so this person did some pretty amazing physical things and credits some of their success to martial arts. So I want to showcase that. Oh. What else? What else going on today? Acupuncture appointment and then just stuff and work in between, a bunch of those things. That's it. So, what else? What else? No, that's about it. That's about it. Yesterday was a long episode. It was like, what, 23 minutes? Such good coffee. I'm back to drinking the Organifi mushroom blend coffee. So good. So good. I bounce between that and Vermont Coffee Company products, which, if you don't live in Vermont, you probably can't get Vermont Coffee Company coffee. I'm not sure how wide they distribute, but it's amazing. It's really good. Starbucks who? Nah. This stuff, man. This stuff. All right. So, we got some questions. I'm going to answer them. You can ask me a question by dropping it below. Well, thank you, Stacy. Stacy says yesterday was a long episode, but well worth the time. I don't want to update my app. Okay. If you want to ask me a question, drop it below. I'll answer it tomorrow. That's the way to do it. All right. These questions kind of run in a series. What is your favorite flavor of ice cream? I love ice cream. I do. In fact, this was part of last night. So if you have not found, if you're at all on the lower calorie ice cream kick, instead of crushing a pint of Ben & Jerry's to the tune of 1,300 calories, there's Halo Top. Halo Top sucks. The texture is way off. I had it a couple times. I couldn't do it. I found I preferred not to eat ice cream. And then I discovered Enlightened, which has a much better texture. That whole pint is 400 calories. This is chocolate peanut butter. And I can pull out my ice cream spoon. I have a special spoon for ice cream. And eat that. And I did. It was great. So my favorite flavor of Enlightened is this chocolate peanut butter. But that is not my favorite flavor of ice cream. I'm not going to pretend for a moment that this is as good as a pint of fish food or something. But I can have one of those and not, you know, not have the same effect. Let's put it that way. My favorite flavor, though. My favorite flavor of ice cream. My favorite Ben & Jerry's flavor is Urban Bourbon, which is pretty darn good. I like caramel in ice cream. I like a lot of ice cream flavors. I don't know that I have a favorite. What would I say is my favorite? See, here in Vermont, we do soft serve. We call it creamy. I don't know why. But maple soft serve, maple creamy, is pretty darn amazing. I like ice cream. I just really, I have my own ice cream spoon. I love ice cream. A really high quality vanilla is pretty exceptional. Not the biggest fan of mint ice cream. Not a big fan of the fruit-based flavors, you know, like Cherry Garcia doesn't do it for me. I don't really like any lemon or anything like that. Strawberry ice cream doesn't work for me. So, yeah. Next question. Have I ever been to Ohio? I have not been to Ohio. Should I come to Ohio? Should I come, I don't know, teach a seminar in Ohio? Should I come hang out with LeBron during the off season? What else is in Ohio? The Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Isn't that in Cleveland? Anything else? What else is in Ohio? No, I've not been to Ohio. And it's funny. So I'm in the midst of planning. I've got a weekend picked. I'm going to take a few days off. I will likely continue to do the show, assuming that that works in with the plans. If not, I'll load up. Oh. Pardon me. I'll load up some pre-recorded episodes for ya. But I'm not quite sure where I'm going or what I'm doing. It's always a challenge to have a mild budget and a longer period of time. So like if I took the budget I had and I was doing a long weekend, that'd be easy. Plenty of places I could fly and just have a good time. But I want longer than that. But I don't want to spend the money that it would take to do, you know, a week like that. So right now I'm just kind of looking at options and thinking about what to do. I'll admit, I'm probably not going to come to Ohio. I'm probably going to stick around New England. Maybe even going to Canada, maybe even Eastern Canada. That's what I did last year, right about this time. I spent a few days out in New Brunswick, and that was a lot of fun. I don't know that I'll do the same thing again. Just because as fun as it was, I'd like to do something different. So we'll see. I'm in the planning stages. If you have suggestions of where I should go, you can drop them below. So, yeah. Ultimately, I love traveling. I'd love to travel everywhere. I would love to train everywhere I travel. Yeah. Travel's fun. You get to meet people, see the world, see how things are different and the same. And I think that both of those are pretty important. Have you ever had Graeters ice cream? I have not. I'm going to guess, based on the flow of these questions, that that is a local brand to Ohio. Probably similar to, oh, like Hood ice cream in Maine, or what's that, Turkey Hill in Pennsylvania. Oh, Scott says, yes, it is. Cincinnati specifically. Okay. Is this like a big deal ice cream company? Is this something people go nuts for? Is Grater's the ice cream equivalent of Sheets? When I travel through Pennsylvania and out that way, people go nuts for Sheets, which, to be fair, they make some pretty good food. Um, One of the things I think is really fun about just the world right now is that we're at this place where we're valuing smaller brands. So, like I mentioned, Vermont Coffee Company. It wouldn't, when I was a kid, there never would have been Vermont Coffee Company at a grocery store. You would have had to go directly to their place and would have had to know about it. It would have been really hard. We've got a number of small coffee companies. We've got Vermont Coffee Company. We've got Vermont Artisan Coffee Company. Of course, Green Mountain Coffee started here. They got kind of big, though. You know, they bought Dr. Pepper. But there are others, even smaller. You know, craft coffee is becoming a thing. We've seen the same thing with beer and wine and alcohol, spirits. Um, and the same thing with ice cream. There are two or three brands that I can go to a big grocery store that are made in Vermont and I can pick up. And I just think that's really cool. So I like trying different things. Maybe that should be part of my vacation. I could drive around. No, it's going to make me fat. I was thinking, I'll drive around and sample a whole bunch of ice cream, but I know me, and I never get the small cone. Let's put it that way. Oh, this coffee is so good. So good. Yeah. I'm spacing out. Stop spacing out, Jeremy. Birds are chirping. Rained a lot last night. It's really peaceful. I might go sit on the porch, have another cup of coffee. So let me give you your homework. We're not going to have another marathon episode like yesterday. Let me give you your episode in just a moment. Let's do the housekeeping stuff. Don't forget to subscribe. Turn on notifications because we do this show every weekday morning, 6:30 a.m., sometimes 6:35 Eastern Time, right here on YouTube. But you can catch it later at firstcupwithjeremy.com or in your podcast app. If you want to ask me a question, the best place to drop them is below, right here on YouTube. But if you are listening or otherwise don't want to do that, email me, jeremy@whistlekick.com. Now for your homework. Why do I do this homework? Because I'm trying to give you some value out of this other than something to look at while I'm talking, while you're drinking your, hopefully, cup of coffee. I always try to give some context. I try to add value to the lives of whoever I'm engaged with. And right now, I'm engaged with all of you. So that's why the homework happens. So homework. I'm not going to ask you to go out and eat ice cream. I mean, you can if you want, but that's not my homework for you. My homework for you is to consider the things that are special about where you live. That could be your town. It could be your home. It could be your county, your state. What is it that's special about where you are that you would miss if you went somewhere else? So for me, Vermont Coffee Company. I would miss bragging about the fact that Ben & Jerry's has made one town over. Those are probably the two biggies. You know, that's pretty special. Um, oh, and the salsa that I like to get. Vermont's got a great salsa company, Green Mountain Gringo. So that's fun too. So think about those things. I'm not suggesting that everything that you buy needs to or even should be locally sourced. That's a whole other discussion that we're never going to get into here on First Cup. But just take some pride in what's going on around you with your food, and maybe try to have one of those things today. Enjoy where you're from. I'll see you back here tomorrow. Have a great day. Peace.